just say, what are you doing this for?
I got to play in literature.
Yeah.
And I get to be Rose.
Rose.
And right now. We'll see you.
Okay.
Action. Right now. Ma'am. What you doing out there? Nothing. Girl, get in here and get dressed. What you doing? Seeing if my garden growed. I told you it ain't gonna grow overnight. You got to wait. It don't look like it's never gonna grow. Dang. I told you a watch pot never boils. Get in here and get dressed. This ain't even no pot, Mama. You just have to give it a chance. It'll grow. Now you come on and do what I told you. We got to be getting ready. This ain't no more to be playing around. You hear me? Yes, ma'am.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
I bet your name's right now.
Mama, there's some man out here. Mama. Corey, Lord have mercy. Look here, you all.
Oh, looky here.
Done got all grown up.
Please tell me that's not me.
That's you.
Don't cry, Mama. What are you crying about?
I'm just so glad you made it.
Hey, Ryan. Hey, you, Mr. Bono.
Look at you, man. Look at you. Don't he look good, Rose? Got them corporal stripes.
What took you so long?
You know how the Marines are, Mama. They got to get all their paperwork straight before they let you do anything.
Well, I'm sure glad you made it. They let lions come. Your Uncle Gabe's still in the hospital. They don't know if they're going to let him out or not. I just talked to them a little while ago.
A corporal in the United States Marines.
Your daddy do, your daddy do you. I used to tell him all the time.
Don't he look good, Mr. Bono?
Yeah, he reminded me of Troy when I first met him. Say Rose will sit down at the church with the choir. I'm going to go down there with the choir. I'll come back and get you in a while.
Thanks, Jim.
See you, Mr. Bono.
Corey, look at Ray now. Ain't she precious? She's going to break a lot of hearts.
Right now, come and say hello to your brother. This is your brother, Corey. You remember Corey? No, ma'am.
She don't remember me, Mama.
Well, we talked about you. She heard us all. She heard us talk about you. This is your brother, Corey. Come on and say hello. Hi.
Hi. So you're Ray now. Mama told me a lot about you.
You all come on into this house and let me fix you some breakfast. Keep up your strength.
I ain't hungry, Mama.
You can fix me something, Rose. I'll be there in a minute.
Corey, you sure you don't want nothing? I know they ain't feeding you right.
No, Mama. Thanks. I don't feel like eating. I'll get something later.
Right now, get on upstairs and get that dress on like I told you.
So, I heard you think about getting married.
Yeah, I done found the right one's lines. It's about time.
Me and Bonnie been split up about 4 years now. About the time Papa retired. I guess you just got tired of all them changes I was putting her through. I always knew you was going to make something out of yourself. Your head was always in the right direction. So, you going to stay in, make it a career, put in your 20 years?
I don't know. I got 6 already, though. I don't think that's enough.
Stick with Uncle Sam and retire early. Ain't nothing out here. I guess Rose told you what happened with me. They got me down the workhouse. I thought I was being slick cashing other people's checks.
How much time you doing?
They give me 3 years. I got that beat now. I ain't got but 9 more months. It ain't so bad. You learn to deal with it like anything else. You got to take the crookeds with the straights. That's what Papa used to say. He used to say that when he struck out. I seen him strike out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row. And the next time, he struck out 3 times in a row He hit the ball over the grandstand, right out there in Homestead Field. He wasn't satisfied hitting in the seats. He wanted to hit it over everything. After the game, he had 200 people standing around waiting to shake his hand. You got to take the crooked with the straights. Yeah, Papa was something else.
You still playing?
Corey, you know I'm going to do that. There's some fellas down there. We got us a band. We're going to try and stay together when we get out. But yeah, I'm still playing. It helps me get out of bed in the morning. As long as it do that, I'm going to be right there playing and trying to make some sense out of it.
Lions, I got these eggs in the pan.
Let me go on and get these eggs, man. Get ready to go bury your papa. How you doing? You doing all right?
Hi.
Hi.
Did you used to sleep in my room?
Yeah, that used to be my room.
That's what Papa called it, Corey's room. It got your football in the closet. Braynell, get in here and get them shoes on. Mama, I can't wear these. Them other ones hurt my feet. Well, they just gonna have to hurt your feet for a while. You ain't said they hurt your feet when you went down to the store and got them. They didn't hurt then. My feet done got bigger. Don't you give me no back talk now. You get in there and get them shoes on. Ain't too much changed. He still got that piece of rag tied to that tree. He was out here swinging that bat. I was just ready to go back into the house. He swung that bat, and then he just fell over. Seemed like he swung it, stood there, just grin on his face, and then he just fell over. They carried him on down to the hospital, but I knew there wasn't no need. Why don't you come on in the house?
Mama, I don't know how to tell you this, but I gotta tell you. I ain't going to Daddy's funeral.
Boy, you hush your mouth.
Mama, listen.
That's your daddy you talking about. I don't want to hear that kind of talk this morning. I done raised you to come to this. You standing there all healthy and grown, talking about you ain't going to your daddy's funeral.
Mama, listen.
I don't want to hear it, Corey. You just get that thought out of your head.
I can't drag Papa with me everywhere I go. I've got to say no to him. One time in my life, I've got to say no.
Don't nobody have to listen to nothing like that. I know you and your daddy ain't seen eye to eye, but I ain't gonna listen to that kind of talk this morning. Whatever was between you and your daddy, that time's come to put aside. Just take it and set it over there on the shelf and forget about it. Disrespecting your daddy ain't gonna make you a man, Corey. You got to find a way to come to that on your own. Not going to your daddy's funeral ain't gonna make you a man.
The whole time I was growing up, living in this house, Papa followed you around like a shadow. Everywhere. It weighed on you and sunk into your flesh. The shadow digging into you, trying to crawl in, trying to live through you. Everywhere I looked, Troy Markson was staring back at me, hiding under the bed, in the closet. I'm just saying that I've got to find a way to get rid of that shadow, Mama.
You just like him. You got him in you good.
Don't tell me that, Mama.
You, Troy Maxson, all over again.
I don't want to be Troy Maxson. I want to be me.
You can't be nobody but who you are, Corey. That shadow wasn't nothing but you growing into yourself. You either got to grow into it or cut it down to fit you. But that's all you got to do and make a life with. That's all you got to measure yourself against the world out there. Your daddy wanted you to be everything he wasn't. And at the same time, he tried to make you into everything he was. I don't know if he was right or wrong, but I do know he meant to do more good than he meant to do harm. He wasn't always right. Sometimes when he touched, he bruised. And sometimes when he took me in his arms, he cut. When I first met your daddy, I thought, here's a man I can lay down with and make a baby. That's the first thing I thought when I seen him. I was 30 years old and had done seen my share of men. But when he walked up to me and said, I can dance a waltz that'll make you dizzy, I thought, Rosalie, here's a man that you can open yourself up to and be filled to bursting. Here's a man that can fill all them empty spaces you've been tipping around the edges of. One of them empty spaces was being somebody's mother. I married your daddy and settled down to cooking his supper and keeping clean on sheets on his bed. When your daddy walked through the house, he was so big he filled it up. That was my first mistake. Not to mention, make him leave some room for me, for my part in the matter, but at the time, I wanted that. I wanted a house that I could sing in. And that's what your daddy gave me. I didn't know to keep up his strength, I had to give up little pieces of mine. I did that. I took on his life as mine and mixed up pieces so that you couldn't hardly tell which was which anymore. It was my choice. It was my life, and I didn't have to live it like that. But that's what life offered me in the way of being a woman, and I took it. I grabbed a hold of it with both hands. By the time Raynell came into the house, me and your daddy had done lost touch with one another. I didn't want to make that my blessing off of nobody's misfortune, but I took on to Raynell like she was all them babies I had wanted and never had. Like I've been blessed to relieve part of my life, and if the Lord see fit, keep up my strength, I'm going to do her just like your daddy did you. I'm going to give her the best of what's in me. Mama, Reverend Tolliver on the phone. Hi.
Hi.
Are you in the Army or the Marines?
Marine.
Papa said it was the Army. Did you know Blue?
Blue? Who's Blue?
Papa's dog. What he sang about all the time.
It rained. It rained. I had a dog, his name was Blue. You know Blue was mighty true. You know Blue was a good old dog. Blue treated a possum in a hollow log. You know from that he was a good old dog. Hear it ring, hear it ring. Blue treated a possum out on a limb.
Blue looked at me and I looked at him. Grabbed that possum and put him in a sack. Blue stayed there till I came back. Oh, Blue's feet was big and brown. Never allowed a possum to touch the ground. Oh, Blue died and I dug his grave. I dug his grave with a silver spade. Let him down with a golden chain, and every night I call his name. Go on, Blue, you good dog, you. Go on, Blue, you good dog, you. Blue laid down and died like a man. Blue laid down and died. Blue laid down and died like a man. Now he's treating possums promised land. I'm gonna tell you this, that, you know, Blue's gone where the good dogs go. When I hear old Blue bark, when I hear old Blue bark, Blue treat a possum in Noah's Ark. Blue treat a possum in Noah's Ark. Corey, we're going to be ready to go in a minute.
You go in the house and change them shoes like Mama told you so we can get to Pop's funeral.
Okay, I'll be back.
Hey, Rose.
Gabe.
I'm here, Rose. Hey, Rose, I'm here.
Lord, look here, Lion.
See, I told you, Rose. I told you they let him come.
How you doing, Uncle Gabe?
What you doing out there?
How you doing, Uncle Gabe?
Hey, Rose, it's time to tell things to open the gate. Well, you ready? You ready, Sean? You want to get St. Peter's to open the gate? Ready?
Is that it?